Hello BookTube, Kat here. Today I'm gonna do a WAGS and tags video. So I have three options for tags. Number one, anything but books tag. So let's see, right about there is good. Number two, the not safe for work tag. And number three, the 7 deadly sins tag. So don't worry, they'll both get a treat, but it's whichever dog goes for whichever one first. So let's see, anything but books, not safe for work, and 7 deadly sins. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead. No. Oh, nice. Okay, come here, Freckles. There you go. Okay, so Jack chose the anything but books tag. Okay, sweet. So I actually saw this tag from Blatantly Bookish, so I will leave a link to hers down below. So let's get started. Awesome. So number one, what cartoons do you like? Okay, so when I was younger, I liked a whole bunch of the ones that had really strong female characters. So the Magic School Bus, Powerpuff Girls, Pokemon, Sailor Moon, the Wild Thornberrys. Okay, the Wild Thornberrys, I wanted to live that life. I wanted so badly to travel around with my family on safari and have a pet monkey. The monkey was way more of a human than the little brother, but yeah, that was so long ago, but I wanted to be the Wild Thornberrys. Like, I love that show. And let's see, Kim Possible. I loved Kim Possible. She was so awesome. Yeah, basically just anything with really strong women in it, I really liked. And recently, of course, I am in love with a lot of Japanese works, so Howl's Moving Castle, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Winds, Princess Mononoke. So those are my three most favorite from Studio Ghibli. And if you haven't seen Nausicaa of the Valley of the Winds, it is actually the first movie. Technically it was made in 1984, so the proceeds from the movie they used to create Studio Ghibli. So a lot of times it's not seen as a Studio Ghibli film, however, they needed that film, and the success from the film actually helped them create the studio. So it's one of my all-time favorite films, and it's really, really good. If you haven't seen it, Nausicaa of the Valley of the Winds is just super amazing, and I highly recommend it. Oh, also then obviously Ghost in a Shell, and I mean, that's awesome. Not the new movie. I'm so against the whitewashing in the new movie. However, the animated films are just to die for. If Paprika was added to Akira, maybe if you like those kind of movies, then you would really like Ghost in a Shell. It's definitely creepy, there's not romance, so if you're looking for things that are like dystopian and gritty, which I love, then I highly recommend Ghost in a Shell. Please don't watch the new movie with Scarlett Johansson. Please watch the animated ones, they're obviously going to be way better. Number two, let's see, favorite songs at the moment. So I just looked through my iTunes before doing this, and the three newest songs that I have that I keep playing over and over is Anvil by Lorne, and the music video is amazing. It's so trippy, and it's a comment on our obsession with technology and creating like a false face. And then Quixotic, Palms. So I've gone through this whole phase where when I write, I like to listen to, I think it's called synthwave. It takes basically like 80s music and puts it to synth. And I don't know, I love it. So it's called Palms by Quixotic. And then the last one is by OTT Ott. And it's called, there's two, The Queen of Everything and Rogue Bagel. So The Queen of Everything is my favorite song, but Rogue Bagel is really cool too. It has a lot of Indian chanting and Indian mantras in it. And there's like some techno, some house, I guess. I like music that doesn't have that many words, but that's kind of still upbeat or has a beat. Because when I write or when I work out, it's better if maybe there aren't words, because then I get distracted. When I'm trying to like calm down. Something surprising that I love to do. I actually love to work. So that might be surprising to some people, but I find a lot of self-validation and pleasure in working very hard. So at school, I like to do my best, and I like to help my coworkers, and I like to really put everything I have into my lessons and try to help the students as much as I can. And I find it really enjoyable, and a lot of people just don't believe me, or they have never felt that way about working. So to each their own, but yeah, Maybe you'd be surprised by it, but I really enjoy working, so yeah. Oh, number 3, I skipped, oops. Do for hours that isn't reading. So actually, the other thing that I really love to do other than reading and doing YouTube videos is I watch at-home workout videos. I watch them all the time. My 2 favorite people are Sarah's Day and Carly Rowena, and they post at-home workout videos that are like between 10 to 20 minutes. So I watch them compulsively and then I do them. So actually, like right before this video, I did a little abs and arms workout. And so I probably smell right at this moment. Some days, if I don't feel like going to the gym and doing all the machines, it's good to not skip a day. It's good to always try to keep the metabolism up. And also, I'm trying to work on my abs, so they're really hard, so I have to do them every day. So yeah, anyway. Favorite thing to learn about? The favorite thing I like to learn about, I guess, is other than books and exercise would be vegetarian and vegan stuff. So actually my favorite thing to learn about is when my other friends in town that are vegetarian, they're like, oh, we found a new restaurant, and I'm like, oh, yay, let's go and eat there. Let's eat all the things there. So I love learning about new food options where I live. I absolutely love to eat food, and I love vegetarian and vegan food, but like Indonesian, Thai, Indian, Mexican, Italian. Basically, I just love all of the foods. Like, who doesn't like all the foods? Next, number 9, something unusual I know how to do. I am a dive master back home in the US, so I assist teaching scuba classes, and I'm also night dive certified, so that means I can dive at night. But like, a lot of people know how to do that. However, one of the things that I love learning how to do and that I'm really good at and kind of proud of is I can navigate using only a compass and bottom topography at night. So the awesome thing is, like, if you do a night dive, especially from a shore, then you walk in at a certain point and you have to watch your compass and count in your head how many like fin strokes or the time of each direction, and then you kind of have to like make a graph in your head to get back to the original place. And I remember the last time when I left Rhode Island, I'd been diving the same site for so long that when I took a dive class out at night and I was leading them, I led them back to the exact same spot we got in. And that may not be that amazing to you if you've never tried to navigate via bottom topography fin kicks using a compass at night when you can't see anything. But it is quite an awesome thing to do, especially it makes your dive students feel like they trust you and that you know what you're doing, and it also gives them confidence as well. Yeah, it makes me so happy to be able to navigate like that, and it's a skill that took me a while to learn, but I love diving so much and I love teaching scuba, so yeah, I hope I get to do it again in the future. Something I made in the last year, so for White Day, he got me 2 books, but for me, I made him a scavenger hunt. So each clue was a haiku, the clue led to another clue, and then at the end it was a link to a YouTube video of me like saying Happy White Day, and it was basically like a pump up video if he has a bad day, or if he is feeling down on himself for some reason, then he can watch it and feel better, because it's basically me just like having a little praise session about how awesome he is. So yeah. Oh, it's embarrassing, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, so moving on. Number 8, most recent personal project. It was recently the last day of the semester at school, and a whole bunch of my coworkers are getting moved to other schools, as they do in Japan. So I decided to make energy balls, which are protein balls. The main ingredient is medjool dates. So you take the pit out of the dates and you blend the dates up, and it makes like a really sweet paste, and then you can add certain stuff in. So we added in oats, cacao powder, coconut flakes, crushed up walnuts, cinnamon. I'd never made them before, and so the consistency in the end when they came out was like kind of soft. I think it's supposed to be kind of hard, and it's supposed to make like a circle, but then I put them in the fridge, and then when I took them out the next morning, they were kind of like flat, so like my coworkers kept calling them like vegetarian cookies. So I was really nervous to give it to them because they didn't look that amazing, and also they know that I'm kind of a health person, so I think that they were thinking it would taste like bad or taste like nothing. But then when they tried it, they're like, oh, it's so delicious. Like the dates and the coconut and the cinnamon is so delicious. So I was so happy to hear that. But I was so nervous, like giving it to them. Like, it felt like I was asking someone on a date because I gave them like their goodbye note and then this little thing of like the protein ball, like cookies. But yeah, so it turned out well in the end. But it was definitely my most recent project that I had no clue what I was doing. But I tried my best, so I think it turned out okay. Okay, number 9. What do I think about often, like staring out of the window, etc.? So, a major thing right now being overseas is what is kind of the purpose of being an adult? Like, I think about that a lot. And the conclusion that I've come to is that I think the purpose is happiness. And so I think a lot of people, for instance, they find out I'm teaching overseas and they say, when are you going to get a real job? Or like, when are you going to do something, when are you going to go back to school? When are you going to get a job like that pays like more money? But I'm really happy where we are, and we have a house together and we have 2 dogs, and we're getting married next year. And I have awesome jobs. I work at 3 different schools and I've never had a problem at work, and I don't really have problems in my personal life ever. So I don't know, I'm really happy. So when people say like, what are you gonna do, blah blah blah, like what is your dream? I have other dreams and goals, but I think it's really important to be in the moment now and be happy now. So I don't know, I'm happy working and I'm happy in our house, I'm happy with our dogs, I'm happy going to the gym, I'm happy making YouTube videos, I'm happy reading books. So why do I have to be so down on myself because I don't have the dream that other people think that I should have? Yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, and I came to the conclusion that when people ask me what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna say like, I'm gonna keep being happy. Cause I don't know, it's weird. You're not supposed to say that you're happy. I don't know, other people get jealous or they like get down on it or something, but I think if you just try to be happy and do what makes you happy, then I don't know, nobody should be able to say anything. Everyone should just be happy together. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. And last, my favorite specific thing. So I have a really old iPod. It's from high school, and since that time, like one time it had like basically a seizure, and my parents got me a new one, like one of the touch ones for like Christmas, because I'm always listening to music. And but I didn't like it, so then I sent my old one back and they fixed it and gave it back to me. And so I've had this iPod now for like about 10 years, I would say. 8 years, 10 years, and I'm just obsessed with it and I love it. And if I don't have my iPod when I go to the gym, I get like really bummed out and I don't want to do the harder exercises, because there's just something about like listening to your favorite songs while you're exercising, because yeah, it's just awesome to have like 2 things that you like doing together. Like everyone knows that. I love listening to music, and it has to be that iPod. I don't know why. I think it's lucky or something. So yeah, this is the end of the Anything But Books tag, and I hope you learned something about me. I'm sorry if it's a bit rambly. I'm just gonna bring Jack up here one more time to say thank you. Can you say thanks, Jack, for helping with the Anything But Books tag? Oh, kisses. Yes. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again. Bye! Have a great day. Oh, and happy reading. Bye!